Hello, and welcome to Blood City, Chicago by Night Chronicle. I'm your storyteller, David Tavares, and I actually have some announcements, but first, let's get to the cast today. Every session, I like to make sure that one of our players gets to introduce themselves and their characters. Let's start off with Jolene. Tell us about Sparkles and yourself.
Good afternoon. My name is Jolene, and I am High Tokyo Rose, and we are playing Sparkles, who is Malkavian, and she's about 15 years old, likes to run around, do really fun things, shenanigans. And now she has George that is kind of around and walking about, so we'll see how that goes today.
Standing. Now, how about Nigel? Why don't you tell us about yourself and Father O'Shea?
Well, my name is Nigel Sanford. I'm Nubs the Zombie in the chat there. I'm playing Father O'Shea, who is currently coming up against one of his convictions, which is he struggles to never lose to the beast, never to frenzy. And we last saw him at 4 hunger and just about to lose his stuff on some people who trespassed on his haven, the graveyard. So that's going to be a fun thing.
And Zook, please tell us about Dr. Joseph Murray.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Joseph Murray. I'm a doctor, currently wondering what is happening to George.
The audience that has joined us before may be wondering where Harry is. He is currently obfuscating. No, that's not true. He won't be able to join us this session. However, he will be back next session, likely. And now for the announcements. I got quite a few here.
Lost audio.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we lost you right after announcements.
Okay, yeah, here are the announcements. Onyx Path promotion, the Yugman's Guide to Lesblad Part 1 is now available on Drive Through RPG. Please check that out. There's still backer kits for a whole lot of different games. They came beneath the sea, they came from beneath the sea rulebook, the Trinity Continuum Aberrant, Pirates of Pugmire, Lunar Fangs at the Gate, Chronicles of Darkness, Dark Arrows 2, Cajun Chronicle for Chronicles of Darkness, Deviant the Renegades for Chronicles of Darkness, and also Mummy the Cursed 2nd Edition. Additionally, the Kickstarter has started for Hunter the Vigil 2nd Edition. Check that out when you have a chance. Today we are playing Blood City, which is based on Chicago by Night. We are also using material from the bonus material in Chicago Folio and the book Cults of the Blood Gods. Let's see here. Where did we leave off? I believe there was some resolution with Harry's. Ogden. Harry was the player. Some of his goals and ambitions last time. So let's just say he's off doing that. In the meantime, Sparkles, when you arise for the night, you find a sealed envelope that was slid under your door. However, since it is a new night, please everyone make a rouse check.
I totally didn't forget to open Road 20.
And I hit 5.
You hit 5. Do we frenzy upon hitting 5?
Give me 2 minutes and I'll have an answer. Likely faster than that.
Am I at 1 hunger?
I think you may be.
I thought
You're probably at 2 hunger, if with this one included.
Oh, I'm at 2 hunger. I'm not starving. I am barely famished. Five hunger is bad. Got it. Okay, never mind.
Sparkles, what's your current hunger? Okay, everything
at
should be
2.
accurate now. Okay, so there's an envelope slid under your door, and of course, George, being the ever diligent, helpful servant, brings it to you.
Thank you, George. So I will go and open the envelope. Well, I will inspect it first. What is there a particular seal on it?
There is. It is actually sealed with blue wax, and the initials EV are etched into it.
Okay. I'm going to ask George to pass me a letter opener from inside of him, and then I will open the end of the envelope. You know how the
We lost your audio there.
it's hard to push button and make hand gestures at the same time and hold George. He really needs to be able to push buttons too.
We should make George the push button.
Ah, there you go.
That's a great idea.
Just wired on his head. I like it.
Yeah, just hold a button inside him or something.
Anyway, George creepily pulls out a letter opener. The parchment is very exquisite, kind of fancy, great lettering, calligraphy. It is a formal invitation from Bronwyn to join her at an exclusive membership rally, which they never have at the Blue Velvet.
Ooh. When is it?
It is this very night.
Oh, excellent. So I believe we were all staying at the crypt. So I will check in with everybody.
Right, so are you checking in by just showing up there, or are you giving a call or something?
No, I think we all stayed there because it was so late.
Okay. So how's
Yeah,
everyone else doing?
Well, Father O'Shea hit 5 hunger, which means he's on the brink of frenzying. But I have a which is part of his path to Golconda, which is the reckoning of the beast and the man and finding peace between the two, that allows me to lower my hunger through his belief system. So when Sparkles shows up, she'll find him flipping between Latin and English, devoutly in prayer, lowering his hunger through self-control. But she'll be hearing him say, "May the Holy Cross be my light. May the dragon never be my guide. Begone, Satan! Never tempt me with your vanities. What you offer me is evil. Drink the poison yourself."
Is there a visual notice that we can tell that he's not just crazy, he's hungry?
Yes.
He's bleeding from his eyes and his hands.
I'm bleeding from my forehead as if I'm wearing a crown of thorns, my wrists as if nails have been rammed through them, as well as my shin bones are cracked open and bleeding.
I thought that was from something else.
That's because 4 hunger and above activates my character flaw of stigmata.
Ah, okay, cool. We should get him something to eat quick.
A lesser man would have frenzied by now, but yes.
Was the letter she found, was that to everybody or just to her?
It was addressed to Sparkles specifically.
Well, I will tell them that I was invited to some kind of rally, and I'm assuming that +1 might be okay.
So I can take George's spot. Yes.
I think we can still bring you, and George will be okay.
We need clubwear for George.
He's already wearing clubwear. Look at him.
Okay, so I don't think Father is doing so well. What should we do, Doc?
Well, we need to get him food, but I don't think we can take him out of the crypt looking like that. How long do we have? Will you eventually frenzy, or is this just you can just stay off?
Just as long as I don't see blood, I don't have to roll, see or smell blood. I don't have to roll to feed. And once my prayer is done, which takes a few minutes, I'll likely stand and try finding a freshly buried corpse.
Alternatively, seeing as most of those are embalmed, we could bring someone to you.
Not all are embalmed.
Hey, takeout is always good.
I have one of those lore sheets, and it's the Bloodmobile thing. You know the one I'm talking about?
Is it the circulatory system?
Yeah, I got circulatory 4 and canine 3. Which one's circulatory 4?
4 is the one that gives you the armored wagon, the battle wagon at your command.
I wonder, could we contact somebody from the circulatory system and have them bring us someone? Because isn't that what they do?
Absolutely. And it just so happens the Chicago circulatory system is managed and ran out of the Blue Velvet.
Oh, that works out then. So, yeah, can I place an order? We can use Harry's money.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
All right, I think I'm calling him up. Father, do you have a preference? Blonde, young, old? Not too young.
Death.
All right, someone who's dead. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and call up one of my contacts from them, and give them our address and let them know that we're looking for something to munch on. Does anybody else want to eat?
I mean, I could eat. We should probably eat.
Yeah, I could too. That's what I was thinking too. I might as well.
Why don't we take a stroll and leave Father here for a little bit?
All right. All right, so we'll place the order, give them this address, let them know that we have a vampire here at 5 hunger, or whatever the in-game term would that be. Starving to death, starving to life.
All right, it's kind of a no questions asked organization. So, despite how much they want to ask certain questions, they're just like, "Yes, sir. Your order will be there shortly."
Wonderful.
Or should we stay until they arrive?
Well, I don't think Father's going to be a problem, right? So if we have something we need to do, we can always do it. But like if we want to go find someone more fresh,
I don't know. He's at that point of desperation.
we can wait then. Might as well. It won't hurt.
Okay.
For the record, the moment I taste blood or see blood, I have to do a frenzy check. I've got the rolls all queued up, and if anyone wants to follow along in your core book, page 220.
Thank you. So in the meantime, Sparkles, looks like you got mail. What's up?
So I was invited to a rally tonight. I don't know exactly what kind of rally it is. It looks like, I don't know, from the Blue Velvet Club. So I will show you the invitation.
It's a Bernie Sanders rally.
Oh, that would be a very good rally.
At 9 p.m. at night at a nightclub.
I believe in circulatory system access to all. No,
Yes.
the letter makes it clear it's a membership drive.
What's it? What's the organization? What organization did you say it was?
The Blue Velvet, it's a nightclub. Exclusive.
Oh, it's a drive for the Blue Velvet, not for somebody hosting it at the Blue Velvet.
Correct. To be a member, because it's a member-only club.
Oh, see, since it's a membership rally, you guys can all come. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm cool with it as long as he gets enough to be a hindrance. As he begins to bleed everywhere.
All right. So someone comes and hands off the corpse. They're very nondescript. It's hard to describe. Like if you were asked to describe who they were, it'd be pretty much impossible. However, you requested a corpse, correct?
He said death.
Yeah. Recently dead.
Well, a large duffel bag is dropped off in the middle of the crypt. Individual leaves.
Thank you.
Well, we could probably leave him to it.
Yeah. I don't think I want to see this. This is going to be messy.
Yeah, the roll seems to be not working on this.
You're making a frenzy roll?
Ah, there it goes.
Frenzy restrained. Excellent. So within the duffel bag is a young man who seems to have been part of a shooting incident. Still warm to the touch.
Oh, so I gotta make a second one because he's got wounds.
What?
One for the taste, one for the sight. They are completely separate categories on the chart on page 220. So either one could cause you to frenzy.
And you held it together.
Yeah, my conviction is justified. So yeah, I'm gonna drain him dry.
All right. He's now sort of a pale,
Prune.
crispy prune.
Human jerky.
Ew, that's worse than prune.
He's still got 1 point in him if anyone wants to chew.
I mean, I did. I was a little hungry, but I don't know about it anymore.
No, I think Doctor and I are going to take a walk around.
Yeah, I think so too. You can
I
add.
think we made the decision to leave you to it while we went to do something else.
All right.
Yep. So I'm preoccupied for a little bit.
But if you did save it for us, I appreciate the gesture, but help yourself. All right, what kind of hunting spots do you like, Miss Sparkle?
I like when they're sleeping.
Any kind of people in visual?
Not too old and not too young. No one that wears diapers.
Okay, that's a little prejudice for me, but all right, I'm more open.
It's not being prejudice, it's a preference.
All right, well, that shouldn't be too hard. Sleeping and not wearing a diaper. Do you check about the diaper, or do you just make an assumption?
It's making assumptions.
That's prejudice.
I don't have time. Do you have time to make sure you have everything on your boxes checked off?
No, that's why I don't have a diaper box. Mine are more obvious, like has all their limbs. I mean, not really. I mean, who cares if they're missing a finger, right?
Okay. Did we find anything?
Okay, so you're hunting for a individual to feed on. Is this correct?
Yes. We only need 1 point each, so it could be one person or.
You can make depends on your strategy. Are you going to just sneak up behind people, or just lure them into the alley, that kind of thing? What are we doing here?
Well, she has invisibility we could use, or I have the come with me, I am a vampire we could use. So either. Though if she prefers them asleep, then the visibility thing probably will work out for her.
Yeah, I could do that. It could be. Well, I guess I would sneak up from behind and hit them over the head with some.
And make them asleep? That's not the same thing.
But then they won't struggle, so it's almost the same thing.
I need to have a talk to you about morals.
You can make a streetwise or stealth roll to sneak up behind someone and bite into them before they can react.
So we're doing stealth and dex.
Yeah, if you want to just quickly sneak up behind somebody, you can stealth and dex, or you can use composure if you're just trying to keep your cool as you walk by and then just bite right into somebody.
Okay, I have 2 success.
That's enough to do what you're trying to do. Get out of the direct line of sight of people and just drink a little bit. I presume you're not draining them dry, is this correct?
Yeah, there's no need, and there's been a lot of bloodshed lately.
Yeah, well, our group alone has killed enough people, I think, over the past while.
And Dr. Murray, are you using a similar strategy to hunt?
Yeah, I'm not too particular about who I go after, as long as they're not employees at the hospital for safety reasons. So yeah, I mean, I could. Are you only taking 1 point? Because if I just take 1.2 from the same person, that's still safe, right?
Sure, you can share a hunt.
Okay, just to minimize the impact, because we already got yelled at once. We don't need to get yelled at again for drawing attention.
Well, there's a little difference between tentacles of darkness and fever.
Just to be safe.
The individual is too lightheaded to really walk.
That's fine. It's early. They can find a bench. Though it might be pretty bad weather in Chicago.
It is quite windy
They're fine.
today.
That's every. Do you want to drop them off somewhere, Sparkles? What do you think? Do you have an opinion?
I think let's just leave him here for now and check back later.
All right, that's not a bad idea. We could leave him here and call the cops on him.
For loitering?
Drunken something. I don't know. We'll make something up.
Sure, we can do that later.
Okay. Can you call the cops for loitering?
You can
Loitering
call
is typically a secondary offense. It's not a reason for a call, but is added to it.
Like seatbelt.
I mean, we could call the cops and say, hey, there's a guy that's on this park bench and he looks like he's not doing so well.
That's what I was thinking.
health and wellness check. All right, so you go forth with the health and wellness check. They're like, okay, we'll send someone right down.
Cool. All right. And then, did you want to do anything else while we're out, or are we gonna head back to the?
Let's head back.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
So as they return, Father O'Shea, what do they discover?
Besides the human jerky, they find me probably fixing my collar and acting like nothing's wrong. Just everything's fine. I've washed off the blood from my wrists and face and everything, and I'm good.
I hope you did last rites.
I was a little preoccupied, but the beast has been abated.
Oh, that's good. So, what do you guys know about this blue velvet?
It's a den.
Of the Red Velvet, and it's a dance club.
Sorry, say again. What of the red velvet?
Sister club.
It's a den of scum and villainy. A brothel of sin.
I spent a lot of good years there when I was younger, so you watch your mouth, Mr.
Do vampires measure time in younger and older?
Suppose they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, I think that's an individual thing.
Hmm.
So
what are the benefits of becoming a club member?
I don't know. We should just go and ask them. Oh, the circulatory system truck was based from there, I think.
Right, but that's all I know from them is they're my delivery boys.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, what if there are other perks for being a VIP member?
That's true.
So,
right, well,
are you heading
go
there,
ahead.
or is there another place you would like to go to?
I don't think so.
We should check on our charge, or at least bring her with us.
Yeah, show her another aspect of the industry.
All right. So you want to bring Leia along?
Who should?
If he wants to. I mean, we don't have to force her to, I don't think.
Yeah, she should be nearby because she bedded down in the crypts too.
So you want me to go to another nightclub? I guess. I mean, it's kind of weird since I had abandoned my club, but I love clubs, so yeah, maybe it'll help cheer me up. I guess.
Well, as vampires, not many libraries are open, so we can't hang out.
Much to Harold's chagrin.
Yeah, I know. We should open one.
It'd have to have a catchy title of some sort. Bedtime stories.
Ooh.
Harold's Heraldry.
That's fun.
Midnight Chapter. No, I'm trying to think of Midnight Snack, but I can't think of anything.
Midnight snack works. So is anyone going to make any preparations before you go to the club, or are we just heading straight there as we usually do?
Just making sure I'm clean.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. I mean, I could check him at the hospital, but I mean, that's not really.
Okay, so you do clean up though. Okay.
Yeah, let's clean up and check in with our respective businesses of operation.
Yeah, we do look like we slept in a crypt.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Hey.
It's got nice, scent of blood and decay. Who can ask for more?
And the granite's good for your posture.
I'm 12th generation. I don't need any of this 4th generation nonsense.
When you make it to the Blue Velvet Club, you notice that the building is actually very tall. It seems it joins to a skyscraper with a lot of other businesses and such. The gate very public. And there's a couple big bouncers right outside. There is literally a literally a blue velvet on the ground leading up into the stairs.
That must be terrible in the rain.
Wind and the rain. It's obvious that they frequently change it because it has not faded one bit.
Wow.
Invitation.
I will hand the invitation to him.
Is this your entourage?
Yes.
All right. Enjoy your night.
Thank you, mister, and I'll curtsy.
Almost takes a little bit of a smile, but it looks like he's trying to maintain an air of seriousness, probably on a request from his employer. Upon entering the establishment, you can't help but notice that there's not a lot of people there. However, the staff is fully in force. There are 4 different bars. You can see them all upon entering the from the breezeway. Everything is illuminated in a dull blue light. You hear jazz music playing live. There's a band in the back. You notice that the band that's playing is Baby Chorus, the bands that Damien is part of. Very smooth and light music. From across the room, Bronwyn spots Sparkles, makes a beeline for the group. Oh, hello, hello. I'm glad you all could make it.
Hello, it's nice to be here. Thank you for the invitation, and I'll curtsy. And where are my manners? These are my friends. This is Dr. Murray, and this is Father O'Shea. And you know George.
Pleasure, all, especially you, George. I'm Bronwyn. This is my establishment. Oh, Dr. Joseph Murray. I know that name. You partake in the system, do you not?
I did. We had a delivery this very evening, actually.
Fantastic. And no troubles with the delivery, I trust, correct?
No, never.
Outstanding.
It was positively delicious.
Oh, that is fantastic to hear. So does that mean you've already ate? Would you like any other refreshments? And since you are right here at the most fantastic establishment in Chicago.
Though I thank you kindly for the offer, I must practice a bit of self-control. Moderation is the key.
Oh, we want a Bloody Mary, extra bloody.
Oh, I think I know exactly what you want. Gives you a little wink.
Can I keep my true faith sense on? I'm worried by the lack of attendees. I fear that a lot of people might have been scared off, so just as the background.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no faithful here. Quite faithless establishment.
I hope so, and I would imagine so, but at the same time, it wouldn't hurt to help to check.
So, do you know much about my establishment?
Not personally. I was told a little bit by these two.
Well, the Blue Velvet is the exclusive club for extra exclusive clientele. There are only 2 times which non-members may attend. One, this membership drive, which we have to say that's unusual. The last one we had was over 20 years ago. However, since the increase of aggressive interlopers, we seem to be thin on membership. Stock back up to increase our how do you say prestige. The other method to club is one where people are always welcome. A certain kind of people, still, of course. That's when Prince Jackson will hold an Elysium here, and we're always happy to have them. Always.
There was an Elysium here not too long ago, wasn't there?
Oh, we're the chosen site about once every other month, so it's quite possible. So tonight.
What's a? Yep.
Oh, did you have a question?
Well, out of character, real quick. What's a polite way to say what is the underlying meaning of your club? Like, is this just a social thing? Is this a cover for something? Like, obviously for the circulatory, but I'm trying to think of a polite way to say that.
What does membership in your club entail, with a few adjectives of compliments?
I like that.
All right, so is that what you say? What does the membership entail? Like, what do you get? Benefits?
What not just get, but like, what kind of events happen here? What kind of things are expected of us? So, like everything, I guess. What is the pamphlet?
The Blue Velvet is a who's who of, exclusive membership, if you know what I mean. We always have very outstanding citizens partake in our bars. She gestures towards Damien. All the highest class clientele come here. We have much better reputation than Red Number 5 or Succubus Club.
Evident is the fact that the sheriff himself deigns to grace your stage.
And the prince comes.
Yes, and that is the other great benefit. We always get the best shows and entertainment.
What's expected from us to gain this elite membership?
Oh, I thank you for asking. Well, generally, you'll have to, when you're a member with the Blue Velvet, you're one of us. We treat you like family, which means we need to make sure that you are loyal to us. And you add to the club itself. I think I know how you can do that. You see, if you look around you, there are many works of art along the walls. There's definitely a consistency with the design. However, there's this space right in the center of this main dance floor. I don't know if you noticed, but it's seems to be something missing.
Why are you asking me to dance?
Oh, perhaps later, big boy. But we need a centerpiece. And you see, I have not been able to procure the item I've been looking for. If you can bring that centerpiece here, I would gladly put you on the membership list. You can enter the club on a regular basis.
All right, I'm listening.
You see, there's a certain individual. Here, let me look up his name 1 second.
Bob. It's Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, Bob Ross got turned into a vampire. That would be awesome. It was a happy accident.
His name is Dominic. Dominic LaSalle. He's a reclusive jeweler. I've asked him to come here, but he seems to be preoccupied in less refined establishments as of late. I don't know why I can't get him to come here.
The one time having Harry would be a super beneficial thing. A reclusive jeweler, that seems like perfectly evident.
It's sort of a must-have. See, I kind of have to keep up my appearances, and there's, certain kind of our kind that always notices things whenever there's something just new and beautiful. But if you can bring me the object that Dominic will know exactly what it is. You're in.
Well, thank you for the offer. I imagine we want to talk about this before we agree to anything.
Well, enjoy yourselves. Please partake of the bar. Oh, I see the bloody drink is complete. Here, Sparkles, enjoy.
Thank you.
I have to attend to some things. Please drink, mingle. Goodbye. You can tell that her she was definitely putting on airs. She was much more direct when she's not in Blue Velvet.
So, out of character, Sparkles, could you tell us a little bit about your relationship with her? Like, who is she to you, and how did you?
She was the friend of the owner of the Red Velvet nightclub, who was my sire.
So she's a really big. So she's like an aunt or something, I would imagine, or however that family tree works. So if it's a jeweler, are we stealing a jewel?
Centerpiece.
I think it's more a matter of we go to this jeweler and have him pick out what we bring up.
But didn't it make it sound like she wanted one thing in particular?
As chosen by the jeweler.
I thought it sounded more like, to me anyways, he made something new and she heard about it, and so she wants that new thing.
I couldn't tell if she was talking about putting something on her wall or on top of a table near a wall.
I thought she wanted something literally in the middle of the dance floor, like a statue or something.
Sounded like a chandelier or something.
Yeah. Oh, that. Oh. Wait, can we just Google this guy real quick and see what comes up? Is there like a news article that just came out? Beautiful chandelier designed by reclusive jeweler.
Yeah, let's see what happens if you Google him.
Quick, everyone Google him in real life.
You do see some Pinterest and Instagram posts detailing his art. It seems he's actually very eclectic and puts together a lot of interesting jewelry pieces. Some of it is simply like rings, necklaces, that sort of thing. But other things are just full like installation pieces crusted with.
Okay, so that's probably what she means. She probably doesn't want to put a jewel in the middle of.
So similar to Chihuly.
Yeah, something like
taco?
that.
Okay, I'm tracking.
So Damien has finished his set. Baby Chorus is taking 5. He walks over. Hey, what are you guys doing here?
We were sent an invitation, or more specifically, young Sparkles here was.
Oh, I see. Membership drive. That makes sense. Lost some good people in the few nights.
A true tragedy.
Plus, we wanted to show Leia a more open side to us where we're not killing people. So
what did she ask you to do for tribute?
Apparently, we have to get something to put in the middle of the dance floor. Something shiny.
Just something that's shiny? I'm sure she had something in particular, right?
a Lasombra.
What was that, a Lasombra?
What did you guys say the guy's name was? You said his last name was Lasombra? Lasombre? Not, I wrote it down, but I must have spelled it wrong.
I got no idea what the guy's name is. I didn't catch it, to be honest. My kid was talking.
Yeah, it was something like Masquerade, right?
No, it was
That's what I said.
LaSalle.
Oh,
LaSalle. That's the same thing.
Yeah, he's named after a clan, you know.
That
I'm
would be
David
Heidi.
Toreador,
See?
so yeah. We all have clan last names.
It turns out it's just the starter of the clan, the antediluvian in a mask.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, all the antediluvians just hanging out in Chicago.
He got the first Instagram tag or handle for it.
Yeah, he's just sitting there carving diamonds with his hands.
Yeah,
Fancy.
who will be the first antediluvian who gets their, their own Pinterest?
Sounds like Ravnos. That just sounds like Ravnos right there.
Well, she's looking for a LaSalle. LaSalle? I still don't know if I'm.
Oh yeah, she's obsessed with that guy's work. She's got a couple pieces of his already here. Yeah, I don't expect to see him around. He's had a big breakup recently. I didn't really talk to him all that much, but he kind of made a big deal about it as he left last time. I mean, he's not one of us. He's just he shows up early in the night when we're setting up, and one night
He's human.
Oh yeah, he was just screaming at one point, crying or whatever. I don't know. It was hard to make out what he was saying. It's just something about how he was vexed by his lover and he needed to go somewhere loud.
Humans are interesting people.
So where do you think we can find him?
Well, if he's looking for something loud, red number 5, I believe, is isn't that audacious punk rock place?
I mean, that's a possibility. You'd have to ask around. I didn't know. Speaking of looking for people, I believe Alexa has another task for you, Father O'Shea.
Do you have a way to contact her? She didn't leave her contact information.
Yeah, I suppose I can tell her you're here. She has a way of finding people.
Just shows up.
If you do want to ask around, I'll let you roll for it to try to figure out where Dominic's gone.
So I don't know how these things go. Are we supposed to hang around and schmooze people and then go do it, or should we leave immediately and go do this and then come back the same night? I don't imagine this.
Yeah, we should see who's around first, and then go from there.
Which also gives Alexa time to find me.
Okay. All right. Double reason.
So we're looking at like charisma plus subterfuge or streetwise, or what are we looking?
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. You can make an etiquette or a yeah, if you want to stay in the club and ask around about Damien, etiquette or politics works. Also persuasion if you just want to. No, etiquette or politics to get the information out of them.
Charisma?
And charisma, yes, please.
Okay, I will try to do that.
Oof.
One success.
Maybe I should be rolling.
I have obvious predator. I am scary and put people off.
I have 5 dice and I'm still not much better than you guys. See, this is another good thing when we'd have him here, because I think he does have politics.
All right, so Dr. Joseph Murray, as you're smoozing around, you do overhear someone use Dominic's name, and you interject yourself into the conversation, and they inform you that he's having a studio event that night. He is showing off some of his earlier works, and he's trying to sell off everything that reminds him of his former lover.
Well, that sounds like the perfect place for us to go, then. Actually, we better get there early, too, because if we don't get there quick, stuff's going to be sold off.
Could be a silent auction.
Yeah, could be. I must sell everything, but at the highest price.
So are you heading there?
Yeah, I think we should grab these guys.
Before we leave, I'll leave word with the bartender or whatnot if Alexa, or with Damien, if Alexa's looking for me, this is where I'm going, type of thing.
Okay.
You can leave one of our numbers, too, so she can contact one of us, too. We're right with you.
That works.
Okay, as you find your way to the studio event, it's a much more well illuminated area. The blue velvet had that weird blue light to it. It was almost like it was darkness. This one here, just blaring raucous music, coming from the studio loft. It seems like they're as if there might actually be two different stereos playing, one doing pop music and one doing like oldies, which is it's sort of a cacophony. It seems as if a lot of people are leaving because it is just not pleasant at all.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very artsy.
It's a sin against man.
Better prices, though.
So upon entering, you notice that it's got a very nice fine wood paneling on the floor, clean and waxed. The walls are white. There are several pieces of jewelry in glass cases. A couple security guards there, sort of really annoyed at the sound. And still a couple patrons that aren't turned off by all the cantankerous music.
All right, before we go in, let's come up with a game plan. I feel like we keep going into places and then stuff happens out of our control. So let's talk about it.
I agree.
What's wrong with a little bit of chaos?
Nothing's wrong with a little bit of chaos, but when someone dies every night because of us.
Well, that's not my fault. I was just doing what you's asking me to do. I've not
Well-
killed anybody. We has not killed anybody. Mm-mm.
Let me flip through my notes. What was that dog's name?
That was
George?
for a good cause. No, his name was Danny Boy.
At
In
least
my
you were.
defense, they were just humans.
But the dog wasn't.
So he's gonna be upset because the dog was like a willing sacrifice to help George be alive, but humans okay? Maybe
We're
someone should talk to you about morals.
Well, the dog doesn't have a soul, so it really doesn't matter.
Don't say that. Of
now
course
you're
they
gonna cause a
have
debate.
souls.
You're gonna get a call from PETA.
We should tag Peter in this channel.
Out of character, my character's a priest, so it is actually the Catholic stance on it. Animals are placed there for man to use. So I'm sorry, I don't agree with it as a player.
Now you'll have both
All right,
PETA and the Catholics after you. So all right. So what's the plan of
Wouldn't
attack
be the
here?
first time.
Well, we know that our buddy, Mr. Lasso, I'm already pronouncing it wrong.
LaSalle.
He had LaSalle.
Mr. Dominic.
So we know Mr. Dominic attends the Blue Velvet, so we know he at least cares about it in some regard. So bringing up that the Blue Velvet's interested in acquiring a piece for their dance floor shouldn't be too hard if we're gonna buy it.
I think he would make it more expensive if we is saying he's acquiring the piece for the Blue Velvet. So we should just go in and say that we want to be a prospective buyer for it, maybe.
You don't think that if he really likes the Blue Velvet, I don't know what his feelings are, but if he does really like it,
I don't think he would donate it.
I don't think he's gonna donate it, but I don't know if he would jack up the price. I don't know, but okay.
He might.
Okay, so that's a good point.
I think I should hang back on this one because, frankly, my presence tends to put humans off ease, and if we're trying a peaceful negotiation, that is not what we want.
I have an idea. Don't you have something which could make humans give you something or do something? You can make him give it to us.
The powers of dominate do not allow people to violate the basic nature, and it sounds like he's trying to sell, and therefore giving away is risky at best, but I could try it.
Well, he's not trying to sell. The reason he's doing this is to get rid of crap that reminds him of his ex. So his goal is not first sell. It's probably second sell. First is just to get rid of stuff that reminds him. So can we dominate him and make him think something really nice really makes him feel like his ex, so he wants to get rid of it?
But then what if he decides to throw it out of the window?
Implanting a thought is more the line of presence. Too bad Bogdan is not here.
All right. Well, I guess we could just go in and try talking to him. We figure out what's for sale and at least get that idea first.
Okay, kaplan.
And if all else fails, I'll just kill everybody.
Yeah, the Watchman way.
Did you just say you was gonna kill everybody again?
It was a joke.
Uh-huh.
Really, it's the only thing we have going for us, so I kind of am on his side.
I am responsible for 90% of
George
the deaths anyway.
disapproves of more killing. You see this face? Disapproval.
How does George feel about releasing a plague then?
Well, plagues might be fun.
No.
Plague it
Pla-
is.
Plagues just make my work more. Don't do that. I don't know. There's some kind of thing happening in China right now. It's in America now too.
Coronavirus.
Yeah, I don't need any of that.
I heard Corona is very good with some lime.
Can't argue that. I'm
Okay,
more a fan of Guinness.
Let's go. Let's get this statue thing.
So how easy is it to pick up Dominic and Mr. LaSalle from the rest of the people?
You don't know what they look like. What Dominic
I
looks
imagine
like.
he's the one crying.
You don't see anybody crying in the immediate room. There's a couple security guards standing around because the pieces are quite expensive. There's other people looking at the pieces. You're not sure if they're just buyers or perhaps praising it.
Do you guys know anything about art? I know Jack All.
I know that LaSalle is the name of the caves that the very first paintings done by man were found in.
Interesting. Not helpful, but interesting. I mean, we could just ask and be like, "Hey, do you know where LaSalle is?" But that might, I don't know if we want to be singled out as the people who don't even know who the artist is.
Why don't we Google his likeness?
Listen here, smarty pants.
What? If in doubt, ask Uncle Google.
That's a good idea. Google Sensei.
I prefer Uncle Google because, I don't know, Sensei is different.
Well, that's what they call him in Japan. They say Google Sensei. Yeah, it was weird. I didn't understand either.
So if you get on your phone and Google Dominic LaSalle, you don't find any direct pictures associated with any of his work. However, if you're just looking for people's like Facebook profiles or news articles about people, there are about half dozen different people with that name, but none of them associate with art that you know. So he might be keeping his life separate.
Oh, we were literally told he's a reclusive jeweler, of course. We're idiots.
I have an idea. I'm going to walk up to one of the security officers and just dominate him real quick and say, "Take me to Dominic LaSalle."
All right.
Okay. He walks to a back door. Takes a key and he unlocks it and opens the door for you.
Bothering a reclusive guy in a locked room might not be a good idea.
Dominating him again. Go back to your post and say nothing of this.
Going back to my post.
What were you going to say, Sparkles?
I said it's probably a good idea to go and say hi to him, so it'll be fast.
All
Again,
right.
I'm hanging back and just letting you guys go through the door.
All right, Sparkles and I'll go through, I guess. Though I'm listening to Sparkles, so I don't know how good of an idea this is.
It's always a good idea. We have the greatest ideas and the bestest ideas.
If nothing else, it'll be entertaining.
That's true.
All right. So, are you making any efforts to hide yourselves, or you just walk right in?
Do you want to go in first invisible just to scout out, see what? I mean, we're not going to walk in on him murdering someone.
Sure, I will be invisible and do some recon.
Okay, you approach. You find a man who seems extremely distraught, pacing the room. It looks like he's packing up some of his artwork.
Okay, so I'll go back to the group and I'll just tell him, looks like he's getting ready to go.
Oh, we should talk to him real quick then. I guess we can go in and be like,
Talking.
Hey, who are you guys? What? Did Darren sent you?
I'm sorry, say again?
Did Darren send you? Who are you?
I'm not good at lying. This is not going to be fun. No. We were told that if we wanted to request something, we should talk to you directly. It would be a faster and better way of getting answers.
I'm not doing much anymore. You could buy something out there. I don't care. I'm just trying to get out of here. Darren won't leave me alone, so sorry. No. I said his name again. I might have to leave the city.
Oh, that's terrible to hear.
Why is that?
Yeah.
It's kind of personal.
Anything? I mean, who exactly is Darren? Is he one of the mob? Or money?
Said his name twice. Sorry. That Darren's my boyfriend. Or no, he's not my boyfriend. He just won't leave me alone. We're over. But he won't. He.
Well, I mean, I'm not much of a person, a counselor, but in today's day and age, do you really think leaving town's gonna really stop something? If they want to get a hold of you, they can get a hold of you with everything that's out there.
Yeah, I'm sure. I might have to go to restraining order, but that's why I got this music on. You see, I got the stereo right here playing this wretched pop music. The only thing keeping away at this moment. I'm not even sure. He might be outside. I don't know.
Do you need help, like, leaving town, mister? Because we could help you in exchange for something.
No, I can leave town just fine. I just need. Darren's gotta get out of my life.
How is pop music keeping Darren away?
He's got particular tastes. I mean, I don't like this wretched music either. You notice that I was playing contemporary loud in the other in the main hall there, or the gallery. Yeah.
Well, maybe we could take care of your problem and you'll never see him again.
All right. If you, I'll hold off on leaving if you can get rid of Darren. If I can turn off this infernal music and just get on with my life. Move on. He needs to move on as well.
Okay, do you need him to be alive or just away from you in proximity?
Young lady, that is inappropriate.
No, I was asking a very direct question.
He just needs to leave me alone.
Okay, so alive, leaving you alone.
What do you mean alive?
Still breathing.
No, I'm not asking a little girl to kill my ex. What are you talking about?
She's been watching a lot of weird movies. Just sorry, she's with me. But yeah, maybe that is something we could help with. Maybe I'm here with another one of my friends actually. Maybe we could go talk to Damien for you and help resolve this issue.
All right. Well, I'm still gonna be packing. Just let me know if I could turn this music off.
Well, sure. Before we go, and just in case you leave unannounced, we were actually looking for a piece and wondering if you could give us a recommendation.
What are you, a buyer? I mean, go.
We were hoping to be.
Yeah. Well, there's stuff in the gallery. Go check it out.
Just in general. All right. Okay.
So, what is big and shiny that would look good in a really interesting establishment? What is grandiose with lots of shine?
And blue, probably.
Oh, yes, and blue. Because it's not true if it's not blue.
You're not noticing if you go to the gallery and you're just looking at the jewelry. Some of it's kind of actually pretty tacky. There's a goose with diamonds and rubies encrusted around it. There's also some pieces that kind of look like a chains bracelets together. Some emeralds. Um, Nothing that kind of looks like a centerpiece to a room. Like if it was in a case like it is currently, it might be something nice off to the side, but nothing that you would see as fitting to the centerpiece to a room.
Mm.
Surely there must be something else.
Or are you dressing Dominic? Asking him that? Like, yeah, I'm packing it all away. I need to get away from Darren.
So if we help you with this Darren problem, would you be willing to help us with a centerpiece for an establishment?
For an establishment? Oh, did Bronwyn send you?
Maybe. would that help her case or hurt her case?
Yeah,
when he says it, does he have a hint of disgust in his voice?
Look, I'd like to help her out, but I need to get rid of Darren.
All right. We'll go help you take care of Darren, and then we'll readdress this issue afterwards. How does that sound?
I'm just gonna get out of here. I can't be around him anymore.
All right. Where is the last place, or where should we go look for Darren? And I will go right now. I'm a doctor. I'll help you out with this. Maybe I can be of service.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's lurking outside, waiting for me to turn the music off. I'm not sure though, but I wouldn't put it past him.
That's really weird that he keeps saying that. I don't say that out loud, but do you have a picture or something we could go off of?
No, I burned all those.
Of course you did. Okay. Google? Just so we know who we're supposed to be talking to?
Are you just searching for Darren?
Well, I mean, but he's here. Can you at least point out his Facebook or something? Or
look, I don't want to have anything to do with him anymore. Just
all right. I understand. I will go look around and try to find a Darren to help your problem, I guess.
Wait for us.
Yeah,
with my dominance.
It's a good call.
You dominate him, make him wait. Okay.
Yep. Gives us at least through the night.
It's not a bad timeline. So I'm at a loss, guys. What are your ideas?
Well, I suggested that we take care of Darren permanently.
Well, yes, but how are we supposed to even find him?
Okay, well, he didn't want to tell us anything about him.
Do you have security cameras here at all?
Oh, we could ask the security guards, maybe. And just say, hey, big boss man sent us on a task to go find Darren. Can you tell us what he looks like? They're security. They know who everybody is.
Hey, it's my thoughts as well.
So you just repeat that directly to the security, I imagine? Oh yeah, he's the guy. We had to kick him out. Can't do much once we got him on the street, though. I think he might be lurking around still.
Do you have a description?
Yeah, about 5'9", short brown hair, weird little mustache.
Lost audio there.
Oh, I said 5'9", short brown hair, weird little mustache.
So Hitler, we're looking for Hitler. Fuck. Not
Suddenly,
again.
I agree with Sparkles on how to deal with this.
I can see why his name is Damien now. Or was it Darren?
Yeah.
I'm so bad with names. So bad with names.
You're like butchering names today.
What's even worse is I'm literally writing them down.
It's okay. We're all dyslexic.
All right, well, we could just walk around outside. You guys want to split up? Oh, you're super fast, aren't you both?
Yeah, but you really don't want to be doing that at a public place. I don't think so.
Yeah, but you're invisible.
Is there a window?
Oh, yeah, you have your eyeball power.
Yeah, there's some guy like light windows kind of things.
All right, let's bird's eye view it. See if he's on the perimeter.
Does that require a rouse, or is that free?
It is a rouse check. And we're at 2 hunger.
All right. Make wits awareness.
Wits, I assume.
Yes, please.
4 successes.
All right. Yeah, you spot someone meeting that description who's sort of lurking a couple blocks away. Seems like he's trying to stay out of hearing range.
All right. And for those watching, what I just did was I projected my senses through the shadows up out the skylight and everything. It allows me to. It's with my oblivion power, so this shadow perspective is what it's called.
All right, and I believe the coterie will now be engaging Darren one way or another, but before they do, let's take a short break. We'll see you in about 5 minutes. Hello, and welcome back to Blood City, a Chicago by Night chronicle. The Coterie has been trying to track down an art dealer named Dominic. They have successfully found him. However, he is very distraught and seems to be haunted by his ex, Darren, who the Coterie has now been tasked with getting rid of, one way or another. Father O'Shea has just spotted him using his abyssal powers to see him through the darkness of oblivion. And that is where we left off. Father O'Shea, what are you doing with the information?
I turn to the others and I say, the will of God has shown me where we need to go. If you trust me.
Sure. I
Trust
guess.
him.
I'll follow you. I don't know. The trust might not extend that far, though.
I cannot blame you, but I am a tad bit insulted. After all, I haven't killed any vampires yet. And with that, I'm going to lead them directly to the guy, stopping maybe half a block away or so, just outside a human in the darkness vision.
All right. As you approach, are you all going outside, by the way?
That's actually a good question.
I can stay invisible to make sure that Darren doesn't leave. Or the other guy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Oh, so Sparkles is obfuscating and then standing near Dominic, is that right?
South.
Okay, Sparkles keeps her eye on him. The other two speed down, and as you approach who you suspect is Darren, he tries to duck down an alleyway. He spotted you.
Son of a bitch.
Are you fast?
I get by. And with that, I'm gonna take off out.
Or do you just run right at him?
Can I try to outsmart him? Like, make it so he inadvertently runs into me at the end of an alley?
Well, he wasn't dashing away. He just started to briskly walk down the alley as if he wasn't up to anything nefarious.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
Right. I mean, if you want to just run around the block really fast, you could, even without
Full
celerity.
No, I'll briskly meet him in the alley.
All right. He does notice that you're following him, and he picks up his pace.
Damn it. All right. I think I'll go back to trying to outsmart him if that's okay with you.
Sure. Dr. Murray, what are you doing while he's going after him?
Well, if he's going to try to cut him off and go around, I'll just stay behind, but slower, and try to make it look like I'm looking for something and not following him. So, like, looking at my phone, looking at addresses, looking back at my phone. Something to make it look like I'm just going this way, too. I'm not actually with him.
All right, so the wizard's looking around, looking at his phone, looking at his watch, while the priest runs around the corner.
Yep.
Nothing suspicious here.
Streetwise?
What was that?
I was saying to outsmart him, so I'm not the fastest dude in the world, so I'm trying to outsmart him here. I was saying wit streetwise.
Yeah, wit streetwise will work if you're just trying to know exactly how to cut the corner. Alternatively, you could do an athletics check for just sprinting around the corner.
I got the same dice pool either way.
All right, roll the pool.
3 successes.
That would definitely cut him off. Like, hey, are you here for the art show?
Yeah, I am. Father O'Shea, might I have the pleasure of your name?
Not really used to meeting priests. My name's Darren.
Hey, interesting name, Darren.
Is it?
Hey, he got mentioned a few times up there by, LaSalle, I believe his name was. You wouldn't happen to know him, would you?
Oh, is he talking about me?
You could say that.
Well, since you're a man of the cloth, suppose I should confide in you. I love him. I You see, the unfortunate thing is I'm not. You see, he broke up with me last week. But I just can't get over him. He's just his mind. Um, I always hear music. I always hear he's my muse. Um, and I can't live without him.
And do you mind if I ask, why did he break up with you?
He just our relationship is going stale. I mean, he has always enjoyed my music. But he almost thought as if I was just using him for art, and he doesn't realize how much he means to me. I thought I was his muse too. I thought we complemented each other. Because he would always make. I mean, he was always good with. He's fantastic. I mean, he's just amazing. But he early in our relationship, he would tell me that I would inspire him to create these crazy large installation pieces using jewelry. It's just nothing else. But same thing would happen with me with my music. He would inspire me. And as a side note, it looks like we lost Sparkles. That threw everything off kilter. That's what that was for anybody weren't wondering what was going on there. Be returning momentarily, and there she's back.
And you mentioned things have gone stale, that he believes that you were using him. How have you shown your love? As of late, that is.
Well, I composed a piece for him, but he just doesn't want to see me anymore. Like I kept on trying to show up. I found that he went into this other club, Blue Velvet, I think it's called. I showed up there. He ran out when he saw me. He's just I feel bad because he told me to leave him alone, but he's all I can think about. What would you suggest,
No.
Father?
Sorry, I'm trying to think here. Well, in Peter they say, above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. But the question is, if he hasn't heard what you've composed, could it be that he is not aware of your true feelings? Has he only seen the way, in his words, you've used him?
That's the thing is that's how I see it. Is like I do everything for him, and he just dropped me. I It was so hurtful. Dr. Murray, what are you doing while all this is going on?
I'm thinking we were told that he needs to get away from him, but he didn't actually say why he needs to get away from him. He didn't say I hate him. He didn't say he cheated on me. He didn't say anything like that. So that vagueness is making it very hard. As a character, I'm just walking up behind him and joining him, and maybe just standing there, be like, "Oh, Father, there you are!" Like he was the one I was looking for. Um, but I don't know.
This stinks of a vampire's influence.
Can we smell vampirism on people?
No, like somebody had dominated or entranced LaSalle.
It does, because it just sounds... Yeah, you're right, because it just sounds like you're just trying to get away, but there's no reason or no... I'm going to text Sparkles and let her know that we think something weird's going on.
Sparkles, as you're watching Dominic, he's obeying his mental command of waiting for you before he leaves, but he hasn't stopped packing.
This is a tough one.
On one hand, we can very messily solve this very quickly. On the other hand, I hate to say it, but I feel like these two should be reunited, because it does feel like there's some outside influence.
Did you ask him what started this whole thing? I don't think you did.
No, I didn't. All right.
I guess we could start that. Yeah, let's start there. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, you can bring it back and let's just Jerry Springer it out.
I don't know.
I don't think an art installation has fold-up chairs to throw.
Yeah, very expensive stuff too to hit people with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can restrain them both, can't we?
I could in multiple pieces, but I turn to Darren and I say, "Yeah, so what started it? I mean, what started the whole breakup and everything like?"
Well, I mean, our relationship was based around our work. He normally was a back and forth. I would see something inspiring in his art and the way he created and how beautiful his eyes were while the gems would glisten in the light. It was just amazing, and it made me hear music, and I'd write the music down and I'd play the music, and my band would they just got it too. It was just magic. He would hear the music, and that would just re-inspire him. It was just this perpetual motion of positive energy. But I don't know what I'll do without him.
Now, you say your band just got it. Does that mean that you've been commercializing your inspiration?
Well, I mean, I play only my truth. I don't play anything that's not in my heart. I don't do covers, if that's what you're asking, or I mean, even the classics. I always do my original material.
No, what I'm saying is, have you ever wrote something for him and then not put it on a record, but only played it only for him?
Every night. That's how inspirational I feel he is to me.
So it really sounds like he's the one pushing this guy away, though this guy's kind of stalkery.
Yeah, stalking is bad.
Yeah, yeah. Tonight's message:
yes,
don't stalk.
PSA.
Last week's message: kill dogs.
Yeah, I'm kind of passing the thought of these two need to be reunited. This guy needs to be reunited with a...
Yeah, he's being real sappy. I agree.
Why don't we make him the centerpiece?
We are not Sabitzi.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. What are the rules on petrification in this game?
Just keep cramming diamonds in him until he shines. Oh, Lordy.
Concrete. Just dip him in concrete. All right.
Well, I'm not there, but if I was, I would say something like, "What if your love could be encased forever and put on display?"
I mean, you could be there. They're only around the block. If you want to go to them.
No,
and I'm definitely going to be...
It would be weird if I just suddenly appeared and said that.
Oh, and you wouldn't want to be
You just be a
weird.
little girl who shows up behind him with a stuffed animal.
See, if Bogdan was here, he would know exactly what to do.
Yeah, I feel like we're really ditched out this night.
Well, you know, Bogdan's got some stuff to take care of. He's got to help that family now that he was able to exercise his ex-girlfriend's ghost.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'll tell you this. The Bible actually does have a good verse for this, Darren. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall be there any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And what this means is the pain of this breakup will subside, and you will find an even greater love in your future.
Good, because I thought you were going to kill him.
Oh, I am.
What?
Oh, okay.
Wait, did you say what? You're gonna kill me? What?
Hey, that was out of character.
Come on, that wasn't Irish.
That was totally not with an accent.
So,
Oh, that's a good way to differentiate it, actually.
I've actually been doing that the whole time.
And then not in character voice.
Totally what I've actually been striving to do.
yeah.
Sparkles is when she sounds like a man. That's her out of character voice. She can just real deep. Like, I think we should go to the mall. Go ahead, try it. I think she died.
You just wanted to hear that.
Let's all go to the mall, find a new centerpiece.
I just can't.
You broke me. That's messed.
Okay, so let's deal with the sap.
Yeah, both. Back on task, guys. I agree. Let's deal with it. Yeah, we're gonna murder him. No, we're not.
Yeah, so that was my counseling bit.
Thank you for your words, Father. But
you know, we have a few mixers at the church. Perhaps you could find your new love there.
tell you the truth, it's not just him. I mean, if I can't, I'm only able to make my music around him. I need inspiration, and the music, it means not just my personal expression and just the beauty I bring into this world, but it also kind of pays the bills.
Yeah, it makes sense. Without your muse, it's kind of hard to make a living.
You can always try a new genre.
I mean, all I know is jazz. What else would I do?
Well, jazz eventually evolved into rock and roll. You could try voicing your anger there.
Yeah, change genre, change attitude. That actually sounds kind of cool.
Look, I've already lost a couple gigs because I'm just off. I need to get back on. You know what I mean?
Out of character, I know that I need to, at this point, practically make a willpower check not to squish his head.
Well, we could always, I don't know, hint that he takes a break and then try something. I mean, we can't offer him like a show at the Blue Velvet or anything. But do we have like, hey, we know a place, or do you guys know any place that we could like hire him to? So be like, hey, take a break in a month or a week or something, come back. We have a place. We'll, book you something.
Well, if it's a matter of money, we could possibly, we have a person who might be in the market for a personal musician. I hate to obligate Harry like that, but
You should have been here.
Oh, you can get me a gig?
Out of character, we do have something that could be used to enhance senses and possibly be a muse.
Are you offering him cocaine? We've talked about this.
You know, it's an option. I was just putting all the options on the table.
Oh god, I just realized something. You stored all your coke in George, and then you brought him back to life. Is
Not
all that
all of
coke
it.
inside a zombie?
Cocaine
Not all
zombie.
of it.
All zombies stagger around except for one.
But
That
he has
one's
magical fairy pixie dust.
That's what brought him
That he
alive, right?
exhales as smoke on accident.
Well, that's better than what I was thinking.
that is a bad juju zombie.
I'm just picturing like, go George, cocaine attack.
You know, he could open his mouth, or he could.
George, use poison cloud. It's super effective.
Poison cloud.
So are you offering me a job? Do you say that I could play somewhere?
Well, if that's the problem, right?
I mean, that's half the problem, I suppose.
Just something to hold you over while you find a new inspiration. A better one. Because it sounds almost if you're having to worry about money. Sounds like he was holding you back.
Could you make a persuasion check to change his mind?
I'm gonna boost my stats with a rouse roll.
Do persuasion manipulation.
Alrighty. Willpower reroll. 2 success. Oh, yeah.
It's not a good night for dice.
Oof. Well, I could use the work, but I'm not sure about the muse. I mean, I don't think I'll just find one. I need to pay my rent in the meantime.
Well, how'd you find this one?
It was magic.
Exactly.
Is Leah with us?
Nope. She is back at the Blue Velvet.
She has a club.
I happen to know a club owner who may be looking to reestablish her club.
Image.
And, well, you could be the headliner for this new club. I mean, put your name and have it attached to this club forever and ever. Like Eddie Murphy and that one comedy club.
I'm not sure I can start over. Like, I really need to see Dominic. He inspires me.
Well, if you find one inspiration, you can find another. After all, I doubt Dominic was the first time you picked up an instrument, was it?
I like that. That's a good point.
I mean, I always loved jazz, but ever since I met him, I've been able to create my own stuff. Thing is, I need to get rent money by the end of the week.
We could do that.
Yeah, we can get you a job by the end of the week. That's easy. I mean, it's what, Sunday? You have till next Sunday?
Can I get
That's
an advance? I mean, who do I need to talk to for that? I need about $5,000.
I don't know how much people get paid.
Easily done.
Really?
Hey.
Okay.
Harry's gonna kill us.
For 5,000? Nah.
I'm gonna text them. So what's the holdup, bub?
Maybe resolved. Smiley face? Question mark.
We're coming to go help you guys.
Yeah, maybe. That. Yes. Okay.
So yeah, we can handle your rent easily. I mean, that's something that can be done by multiple sources.
There would be stipulations like leave your ex alone. You got to move on. Keep going back to him. You're never going to be able to progress.
You could even title your next album "New Beginnings."
Yeah, that's original.
Okay, so how do I get the payment? I mean, like I said, I gotta pay by the end of the week, or I'm getting evicted.
Does he sound like he's? Yeah, go ahead. Does he sound like he's swindling us?
Go ahead and make an insight check. Insight and wits.
Ooh. Wits is my best stat. I love it when you call for those.
Yeah, wits seems to be pretty common. Rolled that. Yeah,
Four successes.
You're not given the impression that it seems like he's still focused. He's still thinking about Dominic in his head. He's not randomly making up he needs rent money.
If we helped you out, we found you a way to get some gigs so you can actually go out there trying new stuff. We found a way for you to take care of the money off the issue, so that's not an issue anymore, and you can help, alleviate that kind of stress. And then you think maybe that would help you move on and maybe start over, trying to turn a leaf?
Yeah, I guess it's gonna take some time though.
Oh, I mean, yeah. No wound is healed overnight.
All right, if I get paid the money, I'm out. I'll leave him alone.
But we won't give you a cent if you contact him before that or after.
Understood, but I gotta get paid soon. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Just give us the best method to do it, and we'll take care of it for you. And we'll put you in touch with our friend so you can set up when the best time for you to start playing is.
All right, he goes ahead and adds his information to your phone, Dr. Murray.
Cool. Now I can text Sparkles that it's all done.
He sadly saunters away.
Well, we don't want to be sad about it. It's a new beginning. He should be happy. We'll take him out for drinks later. I'll text him.
Okay, he might enjoy that.
He could meet Leia. Maybe have another muse.
We got to be careful with that though, because she's not following the rules recently. So we just got to make sure she knows the rules before she starts being a muse for this human.
All right, so mission accomplished, right?
I mean, I guess I don't know how we're gonna prove it.
We got his word.
Okay.
I think we should have him move out of his current place into one of our choosing, so we'd have more control.
He could live above or below or next to the Leia's Club, maybe.
No, I think that's too close. Like, we have to be in charge, and essentially we have to be his landlord, so he definitely owes us.
Give him one of Harry's places. We can't obligate Harry's stuff.
Yeah, no, we took Harry's money. We're taking Harry's houses now.
No. I mean, like, we could just rent a place, and essentially he has to pay us. Like, we'd be taking.
I guess that's a good idea. We could say, like, hey, instead of giving you the money, we decided we'll just give you a place. You're welcome to stay here as long as you fulfill your bargain and you perform at Leia's Club.
Like a halfway house for love.
So,
loving rehab.
Are you going to inform?
It's like a dorm room. That'll be fine.
Are you going to inform Dominic about what happened?
Yeah, we definitely should go up there and tell him.
Yeah, might as well. He'll probably think it's amusing.
Yeah, release him from my geese.
So as you all approach, he's looking around, making sure that Darren's not following you. So did you talk to him?
Hey, that we did.
He's gone, right?
Hey, and we gave him incentive to stay gone.
Incentive? What would you give him?
He's not dead.
A new beginning.
Did you pay him off?
Essentially, we gave him an opportunity to prove himself by finding a new inspiration and easing the burden of such transition.
All right. Suppose I can only wish him the best then. Fine. I know exactly what she wanted. He goes and he opens a box. Hands you this. It looks like a pyramid, and it's like perfectly enjeweled with blue diamonds.
Huh.
Nice.
This is what you wanted. It's going to be the headpiece for a fountain, from what I understand. Here, he puts it back in the box, hands it to you.
I know it might not be any of our business, but what caused this fallout in the first place? He seemed really attached to you, and
please, I don't want to talk about him. It's that he's
all right.
in the past of my life. I got to move on.
All right, but here's our contact information regardless, and if he does contact you, let us know. We'll take care of it.
He better not.
Well, I know, but I mean, if he does, you got to let us know somehow. We can't fix it, and it will be fixed the next time.
God does have a tendency of wiping the slate clean when sin happens.
He turns the music off, looking around suspiciously. All right, you guys got what you came here for. I just want to be left alone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's nice meeting you.
All right, and on that note, this is the end of this episode of Blood City Chicago by Night Chronicle. Thank you, all of our players. Hope everybody had a good time watching. Thank you, and see you next time.